Hi guys, Righteous Remy here, back again with another powerful dose of truth for the day. Today's video is going to be me being vulnerable with you all about some of the things that I had to do in order to recover from narcissistic abuse. I found myself consistently in the same type of situations, relationships, different people, different places, different times, but it was the same dynamic, the same narcissistic spirit was on other people. I'm like, wait a minute, the common denominator is me. And I'm not victim blaming or victim shaming. I'm just saying I had to look and say to myself, why come it's just me receiving all this? It's not my best friend. It's not my sister. It's not my coworker. It's me. And so I had to look within to help myself. And I'm going to share with you all about a group that I found that, and I'm sure it's maybe in your local town as well, called Celebrate Recovery. And so I'm going to share with you all some special tokens that I have. So Celebrate Recovery, it is it's kind of like AA, but it don't have to be like drugs or alcohol. It can just be like, low self-esteem, codependency, grief, anything that you're going through, any hurt, habit, or hang up. And so when I first joined CR about 6 years back, I'm going to say 6 years and 2 months ago, I went because I kept finding myself going around the same mountain. You know how the Israelites went around the same, they kept getting stuck for 40 years in the wilderness. And I'm like, why can't I get from my bondage place to my promised land? What's going on? And so I joined CR. I thought it was a Bible study. I didn't know what it really was. But we had this chip system. So, after when you first go there, they have this chip called Welcome Home. It's a blue chip. You can't get any other chip. You cannot get any other chip without getting the blue chip first. The blue chip signifies I'm getting ready I'm surrendering my hurt habit, my hang up. I'm surrendering these toxic patterns that I've been falling into, bringing hurt to myself. Whether that's addiction or abuse, or I'm talking about, it can be eating disorder, it can be, just anger, anything, and no matter how big or how bad it is or how little small it seems, it can be a thing you give up and get a blue chip for. Then 30 day, 60 day, 90 day, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, and 11 months. And after that, you don't just say, well, I graduated, it's been a year. You go on to get your, what we call heavy metal, okay? So I have 6 heavy metals, okay? So I mean, I've been in recovery for 6 years for codependency, okay? 1 year, year 1, after I got the colorful chips, I got heavy metal 1. A year later, heavy metal 2. You see the Roman numeral heavy, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number, I guess got this one a couple months ago. So I keep these on my desk to always remind me, like on one side of the chip it says, my grace is enough for you. My grace is enough for you. Celebrate Recovery. Again, it's kind of stuff like AA, but it doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol or nothing like that. It can be any issue. I don't have any chemical addictions or nothing like that. But I learned that even by writing this book, my book, Gaslit, Escaping the Narcissist Pit. This is my pen name, Righteous Rhema. I learned that we sometimes have mechanisms broken inside of us that causes us to repeat patterns over and over and over again. And no matter how intelligent you are, you could have a high IQ, you could have a high GPA, you could have many degrees, but if you don't deal with that broken thing inside of you, it's making all the major choices for you. When you make decisions about your dating, about churches to join, who to date, who to befriend, believe it or not, you all, it's not the educated, degreed version of you doing that. It's not the accomplished, achieved version of you doing that. When you make major decisions about your life, guess who's making those decisions for you? It's the broken, wounded little boy or little girl inside of you, okay? And so going to Celebrate Recovery, it helped me to uncover all the layers, all the decor, the pomp and circumstance, and all the razzle dazzle and all the polish. And I looked at myself within and I saw like, wow, there's something about me that keeps being attracted to and keeps attracting. It's two-way, takes two to tango. Two people cannot tango unless both of them are doing a certain type of dance, okay? So let's say, I don't know what the tango looks like, I can't remember, but let's say this is a tango. We can't go together if one of us stops dancing. It's just you dancing by yourself. Or vice versa. If they stop dancing and you're the toxic one, all this foolishness, and they can't, or if they walk away even. So this say y'all are doing this toxic tango, toxic dance, and then they walk away. You by yourself. You can't, it takes two. You can't tango. There's no solo man, solo girl tango. It takes two to tango. And so if you find yourself in a repeated pattern of, toxicity and abuse and narcissism, something in you dances. I'm not going to say you like the dance. I'm not going to say you practice the dance, but something in you is broken, and when it sees this dance, it just dances in turn. When you see it kind of matches the dance. When they move like this, you move like this. And so I want to read y'all an excerpt from my book. This is an excerpt from my book, page 41. This subtitle is Choices Are as Good as the Chooser. If you're not healthy, you won't choose right. You can give $500 to an addict on the street and ask yourself if they buy $500 worth of salads or $500 worth of substances. They won't choose right unless they are right, until they get healed inside. Let's read this subsection. Choices are as good as the chooser. This is a proverb from the Bible. Proverbs 27:7, one of my favorite Bible verses. A satisfied soul, a soul that is whole and satisfied and healed, loathes or hates the honeycomb. A satisfied soul or full soul hates the honeycomb. But to a hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. When you're hungry, you see people who are hungry, they'll eat through trash cans, dumpsters. When you're hungry, every bitter thing seems sweet. And that's how it is with some of you all. Because you're hungry, because you're desperate, because you're lonely, because you were never loved as a child, every bitter thing seems sweet. Improving one's choices after narcissistic abuse will not be easy. Don't think you're going to choose better because you got rid of the last one. One reason is because you are likely not well enough yet to choose good things for yourself. Remember, you will default to your normal without divine help or narcissistic abuse recovery or celebrate recovery or therapy. Just as a malnourished drug addict will purchase drugs instead of a green salad with your $5 handout, you too will have the means to choose better options, but will still choose wrong without some type of therapeutic intervention. This is because your choices will only be as healthy as you are. That's right. You can only pick as healthy as you are. Choices cannot be much better than the chooser. A bad cook cannot prepare a good meal. A bad singer cannot sing a song beautifully. They cannot sing a beautiful song beautifully. And a bad woman cannot make a great wife. Until you work on who you are as a person, you will continue making choices that reflect who you are at that moment. Again, you all, it don't matter if I done 20,000 narcissists. If I didn't heal this soul, this heart, this mind, through going through months and years of recovery, I would still be dating narcissists to this day. Even with these videos I'm doing, even after I wrote this book, I was still dating narcissistic type people. Because it wasn't about the information. It was about the inner healing I needed, okay? And going to God in prayer, God showing me things that happened in childhood that made me susceptible to being attracted to toxic people. And so you can cut off as many narcissists as you want. I guarantee you, if you don't get healed, your next partner will be a narcissist. You have to heal within, because the chooser is broken. When the chooser is broken, every choice will be wrong. You need to heal the inside. You may go to celebrate recovery. I would suggest that you do. But get a therapist, get a counselor, get a deliverance minister, watch YouTube videos, read books like this, listen to people's testimonies on podcasts and channels like this and TikTok videos and YouTube channels. You got to get healed. I'm telling you, you got to get healed. I promise you, as smart as y'all think I am, I made the dumbest choices because the most broken parts of me were calling the shots. No matter how smart and accomplished you are, the most broken, wounded, hurting parts, you are making the major decisions in your life. And you must heal that little girl, heal that teenager, heal that 20, 30, 40-year-old whenever you're wounded, because she's calling all the shots. Heal her and watch her not only be attracted to better things, but she will attract better things. And she will repel and be repelled by the worst things. Thanks for watching, guys. Buy my book on Amazon. Bye.